Alright, let's see if that works. I don't know if it will, but it's worth a shot. If it doesn't, I'll go back to the drawing board on it and improve on that next time. Which is the whole point of this. And that's why I don't want to kind of release it to fanatics yet. And like, once it feels like it's actually set up right. Because I want this to be like a weekly kind of get together, which I think would be pretty cool. There we go. It seems to be working now. Yay! It's working. Perfect. There we go. So we'll see how that runs for now. And I got the restream on, so it should copy and paste the chat across. So we'll see how that goes. And see how we like it. Alright, so what we kind of want to do here is give it a blank slate before we dive into this. The restream bot is also working. Yeah, I saw that. Which makes it a little bit better. So like if someone catches us on whatever platform you want to watch it on. To be fair, I don't see this being that popular anyway. So this is just really for us, this little get together. Cool. Alright. So let's smash out the Undead one. How am I going to do this? Okay. So this is the first edition. This is the digital copy I've got. And we'll go Undead. So 1, 2. Cool. Alright, so infantry unit. This is not set up right. Okay, I've got a better idea for this. I also check if I have a good picture of my undead so we can add them. Well, yeah, the profiles should be already there, so they should mostly have pictures of them. But yeah, if you've got any, it'd be worth adding. I try and use Mantic ones whenever I can, the official Mantic ones, and then in the gallery, add them as like variants of what people could actually make. The key to it, I think the ones that we really need are the ones that there aren't any versions for them at all. Those ones are typically the more difficult ones to kind of fill in, because like I think Rack can have a few of them that like there's some second edition units that just don't have any thing to show. Alright, cool. So first edition, Reverence. That's the first one. Now I'm pretty sure they go all the way to 3rd, but we'll basically, as we go through every edition, we'll upgrade them and like put them in the recent edition. So we'll put them here. Most of them do already have units, so it's not that bad. Alright, we'll get rid of that so I don't accidentally click it. Actually, so I haven't really figured out how to show this. Oh, I can make it smaller, I guess. There you go. Alright, race. Because like in first edition, they just had like infantry. They didn't really have like heavy infantry or big infantry or whatever, large infantry. And there's some of them are just like race units as well, like a wraith is a wraith. Yeah, the Undead one's a few armies with the most models. Yeah, because I think they were one of the first ones. If memory serves me right. I really need to get access to change these menus as well, because there's a few additions that I want, which are really bugging me. But if I go down here, Morgoth's Rising, I think that was this is one of the first sets that were released, and that was Undead and Endors. And it was actually in This is if you go if you go to where is it? Did I close? Oh no, Mantic Journal. So the Mantic Journals came out before the actual first edition. So yeah, the first Mantic Journal was actually about the undead, and the first real campaign here, Garrick's Doom, that actually had the scenario, the Battle of the Barrow, which is quite interesting. So it actually describes the first named characters probably in Kings of War were these guys. So Garrick Heavyhand was one of the first ones to ever be named. And this scenario is actually quite important because it actually talks about one of the missing god boons, which is mentioned in some of the lore material. They're all kind of gone missing. He's hunting them down, and actually mentions one of the boons, the Comb of Akissa, which the boon of the Goddess of Plenty, which don't know if that person has ever actually been mentioned again. So this could be like some lost lore, which I'm gonna put in, which may annoy a few people. But this is one of the first like scenarios that was ever featured in Kings of War. One day I'll catalog over and actually display it properly, but anyway, getting off track. Alright, so ooh, right here. So we've got race, race, irrelevance. This is what I liked about first and second edition, is that they always had little kind of lore snippets like attached to it, but once you get in third edition it didn't. It kind of fell away, which is a bit disappointing. But alright, skeletons. We're just going to get, like, right now we're just going to get the lists done and then maybe go through all the individual units and tidy it up a little bit. Skeleton archers. I'm going to just put that in the range infantry. It's not going to stay there because it's going to be moved to the second edition and third editions, because I'm pretty sure a lot of these have stayed. It's just about, like, at what point do they diverge and become a little bit more specific. I should close that. Close a few additional stuff. Alright, mummies. Is that just infantry? Yeah, it's just infantry. I'm just refreshing a few things. Really, I try and put them on my other monitor, just to make sure everything is actually working. Because this is all just a test run at the end of the day until it's not really. There you go. Cool. All right. Alright, so we've got mummies now. Whites. Zombies. Ghouls. It's very generic undead in first edition. Because, like, yeah, ghouls kind of subdivided later on to undead ghouls and abyssal ghouls. That's something that's quite interesting. Because obviously these ghouls are going to be undead ghouls when we go through the different versions. But yeah, it's quite interesting to seeing that divide, even though you wouldn't think a divide like that would happen. Werewolves. It was weird for me, yeah. I do like that. I do like specific ghouls and specific kind of zombies and so forth. Like, there's an orc zombie model that you can get in the vault. The Mantic Vault. Is that large? Oh, they did have large inventory back then. I didn't think they did. Cool. Soul Reavers. Alright. Go away, dude. Like, I forgot I don't how do I block people? Alright, hold up. Ban, there we go. I should just make you a mod, Nemo. There we go. They didn't have Soul Reaver infantry back then. Oh, it wasn't infantry, it was cavalry, I think. Oh, do you mean they didn't have Soul Reaver cavalry? Infantry. Yeah, sorry. I had a brain fart at what you said there. So Soul Reaver cavalry is something. So they just called them Soul Reavers back then. They didn't say Soul Reaver cavalry, just called them Soul Reavers. They got Reverend. They just copy Blood Knights. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the early day Mantic stuff that I've noticed, I definitely just copy and paste. Which is okay, because it was supposed to be a generic kind of alternative. But it's interesting to see how, like, what they have diversified and what they haven't. Yeah, more got the Faceless, so we'll go over here. This is one of the key characters of the entire story of Kings of War. Undead Standard Bearer. Just a general hero. Vampire on Undead Pegasus. But also, like, it helps flesh out the world a little bit, so we know there's Pegasus in the world. We know that they can be undead Pegasus. Pegasi? Yeah, I don't say it's bad. I think that's why I want to catalog it, is because seeing the evolution of a game, I think, is fascinating. And I love the idea of people being able to replicate it if they really wanted. Let's say Kings of War continue on. They continue to evolve. They get to like 5th, 6th, 7th edition, and someone goes, I want to play what it was like in 1st edition. I like the idea there's a resource there that they could go back and use. Instead of going digging for it, and I mean, this is the 1st edition rulebook, which isn't available from the Mantic website. Don't ask me how I got this. I can't say it was through safe means. I would love to have a hard copy of it. All these books that I don't have, like, I've got my stack of books here for references tonight. I've got some more behind me, but I'd love to get the hardbacks of everything. But looking at the prices, it's only like $20 to actually buy the book, but to ship it over here is like 40 or 50 or 60. So it starts to go up a little bit. Cursed Pharaoh, that is something that I think won't stay undead for long, because it's going to probably be Empire of the Dust in 2nd edition. So I've got a feeling that one may or may not be in second edition. I'm not sure. Necromancer. So bulk orders. You can't really bulk order them because their books are so niche that it's not really one person that has all of them. Because Pharaoh is still undead. Is it? Right, I've got my red book here. Luckily, Undead's at the back, so it's easy. My sister sent a message. Ghost Pharaoh, yes, you're right. Yeah, it is still there. I guess that will continue on. Alright, well, let's make things a bit easier for us then. Let's just move that already to General Heroes because we know it's going to be there. Just because we've already done the research. Regardless if it's in second edition. Didn't get rid of it. I just thought they did with the Empire and Dust of Dust. I'm not an Undead player or an Empire of the Dust player, so a lot of the stuff I discover for the first time as I go through it. Reverend King. But that's the kind of joys of doing this. I kind of get exposed to things I wouldn't normally see. Like the Ascent of the Goblin King, when I read that. I'm not a Goblin player. I don't like goblins. But after reading that, I do now. I really do. Especially Kings of War Goblins. I think Kings of War Goblins and normal goblins are definitely two different things in my opinion now. They're not orcs bitch buddies. They actually can hold their own. Look at that! Look at that model though. The Twisted Wizards. That model is an interesting model. Yeah, because the Ascent of the Goblin King doesn't have any orcs in it. Yeah, this is probably a model they had at one time. It's an interesting model. But yeah, the Ascent of the Goblin King doesn't have any orcs in it. It only has one mention of an orc pirate. And that's only because that was the reason why another character kind of went on a particular adventure. Cool. Alright, that's all done. I don't know what the Twisted Wizard thing is, but alright. That's all first edition. Now, do I have this? Alright, the other supplements that came out in first edition is the Basilian Legacy one, which I honestly love. I think this is the most lore-heavy supplement they've ever released based off everything going through it. I wish they would do more stuff like this. But it doesn't have any more... Because it introduces the, I think, Force of Natures and the Force of Abyss in it as well. It doesn't have any undead characters, I don't think. Yeah. This introduces all the Abyss stuff, because I don't think the Abyss was in the first edition. Yeah, it's just Abyssal Dwarfs. So if you notice... So in first edition... the Forces of Nature and the Forces of the Abyss weren't actually in it. They were actually introduced in a supplement, which is quite interesting. And this list, the Forces of the Abyss, they definitely threw a lot out there and seeing what stuck. Because there's a lot of interesting heroes that are just never mentioned again, like the Unnameable. And I'm pretty sure they were just being lazy in that one, the Unnameable. What else? And I think there was another one. Yeah, the Basilisk. There's no more Basilisks. I think it's in. There's no more Basilisks. But it does show they exist in the world. But it was very generic. Like you just had generic salamanders and you had generic centaurs. It's weird. The elemental story is actually quite weird because initially they went fire, earth, fire, air, water elementals, all being their own unique unit. But in second edition, they just said elementals, and you could choose whether it's a fire one, earth one, blah blah blah. And then they went back to having them being individuals again. So it was a weird kind of like they couldn't really decide what they wanted. But they did Forest Shamblers quite early on too. So they kind of knew what they wanted. Sylvian, I don't know how to say him. Kin was a unit. It wasn't actually a faction. Gnomes were Gnomes were the reason why I went into this project. They were their own individual unit. And now they're just integrated to, I think, Hunters of the Wild or whatever. But they're the reason why I got into looking into this, because I saw halflings. I'm like, are they gnomes as well? Because halfling and gnomes can be different. And so after reading it, gnomes are underground dwellers, creatures so attuned to their subterranean realm that it's rumored that they spawn out of the very rocks. In battle, their grey, flinty skin combines with polished obsidian armor to form a really formidable defense. They fight with the mattocks and other tunneling implements, that most common trading tools of their race. So it's quite interesting. The gnomes essentially are like orclings, and really, really, really small and grey. And I thought that was a cool look. But they're never mentioned again. Well, they haven't been mentioned for a while. They're still in the 3rd edition book, in the lore book. You can look it up. Well, it's all blurry, I don't know why. Alright, anyway. Let's move on. Oh. I don't know why you're being weird. Why are you being weird, buddy? Are you not working now? Alright, you're being a jerk. Cool. Let's go to... Oh, go away, you. Cool, banned. Alright, so let's go back to 1st edition. I got all my Warpath stuff there as well. Cool. Alright, so the next supplement we go to is Hellfire and Stone. It's more of an Abyssal Dwarf and Dwarf kind of supplement. I love this supplement. It's one of my favorites. Even has some Dungeon Saga stuff in there as well. Actually, it was Dwarf King's whole scenario initially, but there is a one of the Dungeon Saga books that converted over to a Dungeon Saga one. Cool. Alright, so that's all for 1st edition. So we'll go over to 2nd edition now. Alright, we'll start at the very beginning. I got my actual book here. It's a lot easier using the book sometimes. We'll make this a bit smaller. Undead. Oh, wonderful. Cool. Alright. Sometimes like the digital version and the actual hard copy book are different. I think it's just more the images, and it looks cooler. Alright, so we'll start at the very beginning. Alright, cool. Skeleton Warriors. Actually, why is this happening? Okay, it gives a little bit more room. Oh, why are you doing that? There we go. Oh, cool. Oh, alright. Actually, now we'll tidy up the stuff we don't need. Alright, we'll delete that row. Merge that together. Merge that together. Cool. Alright, and we'll delete stuff from here as we go. You started with 2nd edition. Well, I think 2nd edition, as I said like last week, is the best edition. Like based on me looking in hindsight, just from a lore point of view, I don't know how if gameplay was good or not. No idea. I'm just talking purely from a supplement book point of view. It is my favorite. All right, so we want to start again. I think the lore is a little bit disjointed, but it's just the fact that there's like a lot more of it in 2nd edition, and it feels a little bit starting to get a little bit more fleshed out. It's still contradictory in a lot of spots, but it does feel like they're finally finding their feet. Oh no, what's happened here? I've broken something. What have I broken? I've broken something. There we go. Has that fixed it? Yeah, that's fixed it. Don't be like me, kids. Don't break spreadsheets. Alright, cool. Not spreadsheets, tables. Alright, so we'll get rid of everything from 2nd edition. And we'll start. Okay, so Skeleton Warriors is the first one. So it was skeletons in 1st edition, if memory serves me right. Yeah, they were just skeletons in 1st edition. But now they're Skeleton Warriors. But they're still the same thing. Let me think. I just want to check something. Because Skeleton is a race. And Skeleton Warriors, it was renamed. Okay, yeah, we'll call them Skeleton Warriors. So what we'll do here, oh yeah, we'll basic infantry Skeleton Warriors, cool. So there we go, and we'll get rid of skeleton. So what we'll do over here, just so I remember to do it. Emperor Dust, yeah. Because Emperor Dust has Skeleton Warriors as well, but its own unique one. So we're kind of using the same unit for two things. And that's why you can have two separate rules. So we go, yes, because it was in 1st edition. Yes, 2nd edition. But if memory serves me right, and it's introduced... it's introduced with Uncharted Empires. That's when Empire of the Dust is introduced, right? Yeah, so let's go 44. Skeleton Warriors. So it's its own unit, and even the description here is different. So we kind of treat it the same but different. So what we do here is we go Undead, and then Empire of the Dust. Oh, of Dust. Empire of Dust. And so when we actually add the screenshot of the actual unit itself, we upload both of them as their separate profiles. And we'll probably do that in 3rd edition. I'm pretty sure 3rd edition has the Skeleton Warriors too. For Emperor of the Dust, that is. Emperor of Dust. Is it Emperor of Dust? Emperor of Dust. Emperor of Dust, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the same. Yeah, Skeleton Warriors, cool. We'll do it like that. I mean, the stats may end up being exactly the same, but the idea behind this is to make it clear that it was its own unit for both factions. And you'd be able to compare the two if you wanted to. Well, while we're here, we might as well add the model kit as well. So we'll go Undead. Because the model kit actually for Skeleton Warriors and Emperor of Dust Skeleton Warriors are actually different. So you've got Undead Skeletons here, and then you've got Emperor of the Dust Skeletons here. Here. So they're actually two different ones. So, So they're actually two kits. Yeah, just dry skeleton. I mean, they're still technically named the exact same thing, which makes it a bit annoying. So you can go model kit. These are the two model kits. And then down to the store link. Oh, I've already done that. Probably get rid of that and Undead Skeletons. Something like that. There we go. It tidies it up a little bit. And so what we'll do is we'll actually just move Skeleton Warriors directly to up here. Skip a few steps. Oh, no. Cool. Alright, let's go back to... So, Skeleton Spearman. So Skeleton Spearmen weren't actually in first edition. So that is actually a new unit. Undead skeletons with wet skeletons and dry, yeah. Technically, yeah. Okay. Alright, next up. Reverence. Alright. Cool. Skeleton archers. Oh, skeleton crossbowmen. Alright. And that is a new one. Hey, can I show? Yeah, I can. Alright. This is what you do. So, let's say you go to the wiki. We'll start from the very beginning. So, let's say you want to... There's a couple of ways you can do it. Oh, the stupid ad. Oh, yeah. Shut up. Stupid ad. Alright, so there's two ways to do it. One, you can just add the picture. Let's say, like, you're on your computer and you just want to add the picture to use later. You can just go over here and go upload new file and then go browse and then you can just add whatever picture that you want. So I was doing a huge item thing and uploading all the items. And you click whatever picture and then you just click, this won't pop up. You click upload file and it uploads it. That's to do it if you like, I want to add this later and I don't have time to find the exact page I want to add it to and you just want to quickly do it. If you actually are already on the page, so say reverence, alright, we'll go cavalry. Actually, we'll just go to actual reverence. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, on here, there's two ways to do it. So you can go to edit. You can double click the gallery. So we'll do something like that and click edit. And then you can search for the picture that you just uploaded before. So normally it will say the recent upload and you can just click it and then you can name it whatever you want. If you want to do it that way, if you've done that upload and it's already in there. And you can just search for it. You uploaded it, alright. Check what did you title it as? Ants. Alright. When did you do it? Did you just do it literally right now? Ah, okay. That's right now. Okay, that's probably why, because the title's a bit abnormal. Oh, didn't show. All right, hold up. Sometimes I need to refresh it because it pulls the wrong data. I'm just refreshing it. Recent images. I'll quickly go to special pages. Gallery of new files. No, it's not there. That's the most recent one I uploaded. Did it confirm that it uploaded correctly? Yeah, I think okay. This is what you can do. This is an easy way of doing it. We'll go back to what we're doing for here. Here. All right, go to edit. All right, go to edit, and what you can do is go to this little picture over here, and then go upload, and then select the file. This won't let me do it because all these pictures are already there. I'll try and I can't really find anything I haven't uploaded. Let's just do this random picture here. Then you click the agree to the policy there, then click upload. It will have a little think. This is probably a high quality picture, so I'm going to delete this picture after it. And then you go save. And it should pop up. There you go. And then you go use this picture. And you can put a caption in there if you want. And then it pops it in there. So that kind of tells you that it's uploaded. Now, when you click the image, it kind of has the file name right there. So what you want to do once you've loaded it is go back to the gallery. Then paste that file into that. Oh, it didn't work first time. Sometimes it takes a second because it's just uploaded. There you go. And then you click it, and then you put My Army, or whatever you want to title it. Save it, and then push apply. And then just delete the other one, and then save it. Hopefully that wasn't too fast. And there you go, it's there. That's probably the easiest way to do it. The other option is to upload it, make sure it is confirmed that it's uploaded, and then just go to the gallery and search for it. I'm just going to delete. I'm going to delete that. But if you notice, the picture I just uploaded is not there either, so. But let's go to special pages. Gallery of new files. Yeah, my picture's there, so I don't think yours uploaded properly. We're going to delete this one. There you go. And that's how you do it. Give it a go. I mean, even if you make a mistake, that's the whole point of this. I can go in there and fix it anyway. If you're too worried about it, just go ahead and try it. Cool. All right. Well, where was I? Okay, skeleton crossbowman. Looks like that's a unit I might need to make its own thing for. I'll get rid of that. I have a habit of opening too many tabs too. Alright, mummies. That's inventory. Cool. Cool. So we can go completely get rid of that now. Skeleton cavalry. So Skeleton Cavalry wasn't actually in first edition. That's odd. It's not even in. Doesn't even have a profile. Okay. Skeleton Archer Cavalry does. It's arranged. Now it should be over. Well, let me check in a sec. There you go. Alright, we'll go gallery. There you go. There you go. There's your file there. Those look cool, mate. I'm terrible at just I'm terrible at faces, I think. I'm not very good at them at all. I love those bases though, mate. You added it. Nice. Alright. I'll go check it out. Well, they're not there. Which one did you add it to? Because they're not on that one. Oh, refresh. Alright. Well, yeah, it's not there. Well, it's not added to the gallery yet. Have you added it to the gallery? Now refresh. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. You should add both versions as well. You should add the other version. And we can make these pictures a bit smaller if they're taking up too much room. If there's like a huge gallery, we can make it a bit smaller. What's a good example? Yeah, I'll show you a good example. Where's Olaf? There you go. You forgot to save. Yeah, I do it all the time. So you can make them a little bit smaller, like this gallery. So for Olaf, I've made the gallery a bit smaller because there's too many entries, and then we didn't want to like overflow the entire thing. Because you can imagine if there's like this many of Reverent ones, and you can make them smaller. So don't worry about adding too much. More is good, but then we can start making them a bit smaller, so it's a bit of a more viewable gallery. But yeah, good job. I like it. And the idea is it gives inspiration to people, so that people see that. I like the samurai kind of feel. Looks real cool. I'm assuming the samurai. At least the chest armor kind of looks a little bit samurai. Alright, anyway, I'm getting distracted. Where's I? Here we go. Enslaved Guardians. Alright, that's a new one. Those are boyars from the Highlands miniature. I don't know what that is. I have to look it up on the other screen. Ah, okay. Where is it? Oh, did you print them off? Because I found it. I think I found an STL for it. Oh no, you can select the type of resin. Ah, interesting. That's cool. They do look pretty cool though. That's another thing that I don't really understand about Mantic. Like, they should have all the STLs available on their website. Because some of those STLs that they're coming out with now are pretty cool. I wish I had a 3D printer. Man, I really wish I had a 3D printer. But yeah, it just seems a missed opportunity. It's weird. Like, they've got this STL. Some people like myself don't have printers. Like, I've My my halfling unit doesn't have its front row yet because I don't want to print off the command thing for it. So these are my blue skinned halflings, and they don't have it, the front row's not done yet because I can't print off the command. Well, I can't find anyone to print off the command thing for me. God damn it, my pants are trapped in the wheel. Oh, there we go, sorry. But yeah, well, god damn it. Keep trapping my pants in the wheel. No 3D, no, they do. But there's like no commercial ones that you can just go to and stuff. It's not really a thing over here. My dad has one though, and I'm trying to convince him to do it, but it's a struggle at the moment. I don't know if yeah, you can't really see it. But yeah, I haven't got my front row command for my halflings yet. Which is very frustrating. Very frustrating, because I can't finish it off. But there's not really three. I mean, there's probably some if I really looked, if I really tried, but I don't know. I would rather just buy it off Mantic with another order that I do. Like I would suspect the front row for those halflings, right? Probably don't cost very much. So like, I like suspected like they'll cost what, £5, £10, and like if I'm doing a big order, I can just like buy them on the side when I'm ordering them all. So that would be cool to do that. Until then, I'm just gonna have to wait. Oh. Sorry, my heart machine fell off. Okay, anyway, let's go back to this. Enslaved Guardian Archers. So we had large infantry archers. You never really get large ranged infantry, do you? Alright, how am I going to do this one? Insert below. Cool. So ranged large infantry. What was it? What are enslaved guardians? Powerful desert spirits, these enslaved dungeon. Ah, the dungeon. Oh my god, I'm looking at... Oh, I'm a moron. I'm looking at Uncharted Empires. Dave, you're an idiot. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Okay, let me reset this. I was looking at Uncharted... looking at Empire of the Dust list. Oh, alright. Alright, let's fix this up, Dave. Alright, where were you? So you had Dust Done Skeleton Archers. You had the Skeleton Spearmen. Mummies. Alright. Alright, put mummies back, Dave. We'll put mummies back here. And put... Oh god, this... So skeleton crossbowmen weren't a thing. Or skeleton cavalry. Actually, it might be a thing. Were they a thing? No, they weren't a thing. Those were Emperor of the Dust stuff. Oh god, moron. Alright, we'll have to move this all back. This is my fault for getting off topic and not concentrating. Okay, enslaved guardians can get out of here too. Get out of here. So we'll start after. Yeah, we'll start to do skeleton archers, skeleton spearmen. Yeah. Only skeleton warriors need to be. Oh no, we're going to remove that there. Reverence those. Come back around. All right, cool. I'm getting back. Ghouls. All right, so ghouls up there. They have to make sure. Yeah, they're undead ghouls. Cool. Cool. Soul Reaver infantry. So that's when the Soul Reaver infantry came in. Cool. Soul Reaver Cavalry. That's up here. So that's when the Soul Reaver Cavalry kind of got renamed. Alright, so we'll get rid of that. Reverence. Alright. Reverent Cavalry. Cool. Rice. Alright. Zombies. Alright, cool. Alright, mummies. So mummies were there. Alright. So I wasn't a moron for doing it. Cool. Zombie trolls. So that was a new one. That'd be large infantry, yeah. Werewolves. So are they still large infantry? Yeah, they are. It's werewolves. Cool. Alright. Now it's a key just to make sure which ones. So, Reverend King is a hero. King. Actually, we can probably get rid of that row now. It wasn't actually needed before. Alright, cool. We're getting rid of that. Oh. So it looks like whites are staying behind. Not seeing... Oh, nope. Not seeing any whites in second edition. Interesting. Alright. Oh no, whites are there. No, whites are there. I just hadn't got to them yet. They're large infantry. So that's the difference, is they were moved to kind of large infantry. So I jumped the gun on that one. Cool. Race. Yeah, I already did race. Race are there. Reverend King on an Undead Wyrm. That one. Yeah, that's new-ish. Because it turns into it can be a flying one in, I think, 3rd edition. Balefire Catapult. Cool. Let's move that there. Delete that column. There we go. Well, it looks like all the basic infantry from 1st edition carried to 2nd. Yes, but 3rd... It's in 3rd... New unit, not upgrade. Ah, so it's its own individual unit with the flying one. Okay. So, Reverend King on an Undead Wyrm still is a relative new one. So not a relative new, it's just its own individual thing. It's a bit pedantic to say that, but I don't know, that's how I want to do it. Curse Pharaoh, we've already done that one. Vampire Undead Pegasus, cool. You never see Pegasus like normal. A non-undead Pegasus. Vampire Lord. Vampire on an Undead Dragon. Normal Pegasus are on green. Are they? You know, the Order of the Green Lady. I think I've already done that one. I should have realized. I guess it's now Vampire Lord on Undead Dragon. I guess that one is what it is now. Because Vampire on Undead Dragon and Vampire Lord on Undead Dragon, I feel like they're the same thing. I feel like they should be the same thing anyway, but we'll see. Hold on. Order the green lady. Where's the Pegasus? Pegasi? Oh, there it is. There it is. It is. You're right. Monster. Oh, it's borrowed from the Forces of Nature, so it's Forces of Nature's got it as well. A vampire is one vamp on Pegasus, second vampire is vamp on dragon. Vamp on dragon. Yeah. A lot of vampires. They love the vampires. Cool. Alright. Lichenous. That's the first time we've got the Lichenous in there. Which that was a discussion that we had last time. Cool. And now Lady Iona. She is a new one. Lady Iona. Lich King. Lichy King. Lich King? Lichy. Call him Lichy King. Sounds funny. Lichy King. And then we got Morgoth. Carries on to the next one. It's like them winning around. Necromancer. Oh, no, what have I done here? Careful, Dave. Alright, let's wind back a little bit. There we go. So, it looks like the only unit that didn't carry on to 2nd edition was Skeleton Archer Cavalry, but it is an Empire of the Dust. So that's quite interesting. We'll just double check that. Yeah, it wasn't a unit. Which is actually quite interesting. So it was a unit in 1st edition and it wasn't a unit in 2nd edition. So we can really get rid of all this stuff now. It's an odd one. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. There you go. So yeah, basic range. Oh, I've got ranged. Cool. It's odd that was the only one that didn't carry over. Now let's save it before I do the next thing. One thing about doing this whole thing is that it bugs out a lot, so you have to be a little bit careful. So what I want to do is tidy this up a little bit. No, I should be alright. There we go. Alright, that's 1st edition done. So, and that's 2nd edition. So that's the main book done. We have to go for the supplements and add in any additional units that were added over the course of 2nd edition. So I've got some supplements here. I'm going to quickly go through them. Oh, whoops. Just whacking everything. Alright, I don't know why I did that. So now we do have Uncharted Kingdoms, but I don't think they added anything to any existing factions. No, it didn't. So we can... I think there's only 3 supplements. Let's go. So we've got that one. We've got Destiny... Oh, no, we had Destiny of Kings is probably one I'm going to need as well. Then Edge of the Abyss, and then 2007, 2000... Oh, that's 2000... That's the 2008. That's 2009. Do I not have... Oh, is it only 2 I've got? Alright. We'll check this. I don't remember if they get any. Well, I guess we'll go for. I think they get a couple, but we'll check it together. So we'll do Destiny of Kings first. This is basically how the expansion of the Abyss happens. It goes Destiny of Kings and then Edge of the Abyss. Destiny of Kings is basically how the Abyss end up like, or how the Abyss expands. Is basically this guy wins. Which is an interesting kind of thing, is that the whole story of this is him actually winning. So I'm just going to quickly go through it. And this is them definitely trying new things, which I think is cool. Ambush. The Abyssal Crusade, yeah. So this is basically what Destiny of Kings is what the supplement is called, but the campaign and the actual story is called the Abyssal Crusade. I don't think there's any additional units. There's a couple like characters that I haven't added to the wiki yet, like Enoch, which is a vampire, which would be undead. And Savin the Slave, which is a wraith. So they have to be added to the wiki as actual individual characters. I just haven't done it yet. So this is like a mix of Dungeon Saga and Kings of War. Oh, here we go. So here's some Morbius the Necromancer. Would be, yeah, here, Undead and Empire of the Dust. So technically, Morbius, the Necromancer, is a new unit to be added. So that is a 2nd edition character. Oh, I'll get rid of that. Anything else? But he's not in a game. I've never seen him in a King's. Oh, he's got a unit right there, and he's supposed to be used for this is Scenario 7. Only this expansion. Yeah, but he's a unit that could have been used on the table. He would have been able to use in a Kings of War game. So he from this point onwards, he would have been able to be used. And I think let's see 2008. Let's see if he's in here. It's not on that one. Go 2009. Because technically, if you wanted to, he's got a unit there. You could use him. So he's got a Kings of War profile. Just see if he's in here. So the idea is that if he could be used in your army, he's listed it as one. Oh, there he is. Yep. So in the in Clash of Kings, actually I could show on here. Clash of Kings 2019. Oh, 2017, 2019. There we go. All right. So Clash of Kings 2019. If we go to where is he? Where's Undead? 67. Right there. Morbius, the Necromancer. So yeah, he was available by the end of, at least by the end of 2nd edition. He definitely was able to be selected. It was changed to 3rd to more. I mean, Morg was still there. I mean, I'll quickly check in here. Morgoth the Faithless is still available at the same time. Zenit, he probably was like if you're going to say who replaced him, probably Zunuk Iceblood. He was probably someone that replaced him. But yeah, either way. And if you notice, there's a few other units here as well. Death Pack and other champions. So yeah, there was a few, and this is the point of the wiki, right? It's like you were there during second edition. Even you didn't realize that. There's probably a few people in the same boat. That's why we need a wiki like this. All right, going through here as well. Anything else? Demon Lord Bane. No, he was on Forces Abyss. Spirit Event, not cool. All right. So we'll move along to what's this one? Edge of the Abyss. All right, we'll go to the Edge of the Abyss. Now this is where Jarvis came in. Jarvis was added. So we'll go to 38. Here we go. Here's Jarvis. So Jarvis actually entered in second edition. Alright. Apparently there was a big thing for Jarvis. It was like there was a big storyline that was going to be for Jarvis and going to have all these bells and whistles to it, but never got there. Rob Berman, who wrote Ascent of the Goblin King, he mentioned how there was supposed to be a big thing about him. Barrow Whites. Oh, okay, so Barrow Whites. So Whites came back, but they were instead Barrow Whites. Whites. Why is that in brackets like it's already there? It's not already there. Barrow Whites. Well, a White's already a unit because we just went through it and I didn't see him. Oh, that's right, Large, that's right, because I was an idiot. And that's right, yes. So they're a special kind of white, the Barrow Whites. Alright, what we'll do here. So you're right, we'll go named infantry. Named large infantry. Because they're like the special kind of infantry, so they're going to be their own kind of profile. Barrow Whites. You're right, I was just being an idiot. You get that a lot from me. I just fumbling over my words and stuff. Cool. Alright. Oh, no, this one. Where am I? Which one am I looking at? This one. Yeah, cool. Barrow Whites. So you got formations as well. So formations will be cool to add eventually, like your Aina and Morgoth's kind of like things. You can make a special column for a special unit. Well, I kind of don't want to blanket special units one because I want people to be able to see it and know what kind of unit it is without just special units, because special units could be anything, right? So if it's got named large infantry, it's a specialized named infantry unit, which is a Barrow White, yeah, because it's like White's there. So you see that, you immediately know what kind of unit it is, and that it's a special kind of unit by just saying named at the beginning. It's the same with here, named heroes and general heroes. You know straight off the bat anything in here is a generic one, and anything here is a special lore-based one. I think actually having named at the beginning kind of indicates that it's a lore-based unit as well. Because Barrow Whites would be a... Yeah, it has lore attached to it. Which eventually I'll be able to add. Cool. So the formations will be good to add eventually, and it adds a little bit more context to stuff. What else? I think that's all the undead stuff. Sometimes you can go to the scenarios and I don't know which scenarios are the undead ones. Oh. Actually, I'll go for my own physical edition. It's gonna be a lot easier to spot them. No, I think yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, having named whatever unit indicates that it's a special unit, and also it's a lore base. So, and it kind of goes with how I've done everything else. Alright, I'm gonna quickly go through the scenarios to see if there's anything special being added to them. What is the undead one? We've got the final battle. So battle 6 is in the Forest of Glare. Great Wall. Twilight, Opening of Ways. The Undead Fleet, that one. That's Emperor Dust. No, there's not a special one for them. Like in third, the Sylvian King are their unit, the Windborn, which is a cavalry unit that shoots wind blast. Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be. I don't see that as a special unit. That's just another unit. Guess a unique unit. I think I've already got something like how I've got it set up. I see what you mean, but give me a sec. How have I done it over? We'll go with the halfling one. Yeah, but see, this is how I've done for those kind of ones. Like I've named, that's a name Titan Pride of the Shires. Because you can get an Iron Beast, but you can give it Pride of the Shires, and it's its own unique thing. Gadgets and Gizmos and Sure-Footed Captain, they seem a little bit more generic, but the Standard of Hodenberg, that should be more generic hero. Yeah, it's a hard one because it depends how, I reckon it depends on how lore based they are. Like if we go to have I done Sylvan King yet, or is that another one I just haven't got around to it? I know how I have done it. It's all squared away because I haven't actually got a lot of context up top, so it's all mushed up the top here, when it should be a bit lower. But yeah, Windborn I've got is just basic cavalry. But maybe I could like special cavalry or something like that, because it's an upgrade to a basic unit, but it's not that special. I don't know. There's not a lot of lore for it as well, so Silver Breeze cavalry is the same thing as well. Yeah. It's like it should be separate if it feels very special. Yeah, it's the Windborn is a standalone unit. Anyway, I mean, I think once we do all of them, and when we go through refining it, because this isn't the refine period, this is just getting it down on paper, and then maybe when we go through the refinement, we can figure out. I don't know what Mantic would change in 4th. I mean, 4th edition is most likely coming out next year, so all of this I'm going to have to add and change again. I hope they go back to. I hope they combine what they've done with 3rd edition with 2nd edition in terms of like the lore and how they present it. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, let's go back to. So we've done the Edge of the Abyss, and now let's go to. Is that 2000 and. This is 2007. And I think this. Oh, sorry, 2017. This came at the same time as the Edge of the Abyss. I think around the same time. So I don't think there's any new stuff in here. This is more of a tournament guide than anything else. I don't think there was any new units. No, there wasn't. I don't think there was anything new. I'm kind of speedrunning it a little bit. Oh no, here, rule unit changes. A few stat changes, but I don't think there's anything added. See, I want to add all these items that were removed and back into the game though, or back into the wiki. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll move along to 2018 now. Now, I do know these guys had new units, so let's go to 50. So formations became a bigger thing. Dwarf units. There's a Windborn. See, the Windborn, legendary or Silver Breeze cavalry. So, I mean, it states on here that the Windborn is its own unique kind of legendary unit, though. So it feels like it should be its own separate thing, based off that lore. But we'll deal with it. That's one of those debates we'll have later on. Alright. So where are we? Here we go. Undead. Oh, there we go. Apardus, the champion of death. I don't know how to say that. Apardus? Pythais? Either way, needs to be added. Another named. And Death Pack. What is Death Pack? A writhing mass of teeth, claws, and bone, the Death Pack is a collection of horrific undead beasts herded into battle by a handler. They sweep over the enemy in a fury of vicious attacks, and only the hardiest warrior can withstand their frenzy onslaught. It's a Death Pack. So what was that? Infantry. It'll probably be noted as a swarm nowadays. But this was before swarms were a thing. For me, Death Pack are dead. I mean, it makes sense based off the teeth claws, but it's weird they didn't say it though. They were very vague with it. Cool. Alright. I think that's it. There's a lot of lore there though. For that particular one. Alright, we'll go along to 2000. Oh, here we go. Alright, so we've got a few. Death Pack, the Reverend on a Flying Worm. So we'll chuck that. So you've got the Undead Worm, and now you've got the Flying Worm. And then you'll have the Burrowing Worm. But that's a Reverend, not a... Oh no, that's a Reverend King on a Flying one, not an Undead on a Worm. Because wasn't it in 3rd edition, wasn't it a vampire? They switched it to a vampire? Oh no, the Pegasus is on the dragon stuff. Yeah, it's because all the models are dead animals, like rats, yeah. Be right. Okay. I'll be here. Alright. You got Jarvis, you got the Barrow Whites. Oh, you got Vampalot on Elder Dragon. There we go. And that was it for 2nd edition. So let's tie this up a bit. Cool. Alright, so that's 2nd edition done. How do I want to do this one? Because I do know units retired during 3rd edition. So what should we do? Retired 3rd edition units. do that. And we'll just add. We'll just add them as we go. Cool. Alright. So, we'll start with. I'll put my halflings back before I break them. Oh no. I didn't break them, but they've gone everywhere. Oh god, it's stuck in the ground. Ah, this is not good. Alright. Cool. So let's start in 3rd edition land. Minimize those a bit. Alright, let's go 3rd edition. Ogres, Force of Nature, Lions, Owls, Dwarves, Basileans. Oh. The Undead, there we go. Right at the back. So we're going to start with what the Undead was at the start of 3rd edition. Cool, we've got skeleton warriors to start with. Alright. Yeah, we've already got skeleton warriors there. Then we've got zombies. Cool. And then we've got skeleton spearmen. Cool. And then revenants. And then ghouls, specifically undead ghouls, but they're just noted as ghouls in the book. Wraith. Cool. Alright, we'll flick over. Alright, so we've got mummies. Soul Reaver Infantry. Death Pack was still a swarm. Actually, we can take that, put it there, and that's all done. So she clears that out. Ranged infantry, skeleton archers. So cool. Alright, so we've got Revelant, Cavalry, and Soul. So those two are both in 3rd edition. It clears that out. Cool. What's next? And being fearless and have like 9 seed would make them great. So I haven't played it enough to actually know. Deathpack is a unit that, in your opinion, should have rules changed to support the werewolves being fearless. They're now useless. I mean, were they useless at the introduction? They got Life Leech, Nimble, Stealthy, and Vicious. I swore I saw them getting a buff recently. Maybe I misread that. It's annoying that this whole thing. Sometimes they put this in alphabetical order, and sometimes they don't. They're very hit and miss of what they do. Oh no, it's not there. And they're better units to fill scenarios like goals. It does sometimes feel like some of the swarm units are there just because they need a swarm unit. It really does. Some of them seem a little bit thrown in. Alright, you got skeleton archers, okay, got those two, werewolves, and zombie trolls. Ooh. Werewolves and zombie trolls. And whites. Alright, whites are in there too. Whoops. I like swarm units, but they lack rules and make them stand out. Yeah, it does feel like... I mean, they are a new 3rd edition thing. And I like the concept of swarms, and I get the idea of it, but I don't think it seems very fleshed out. It just feels like they had a whole bunch of units that were swarm units, but they were listed as infantry, and they're not quite infantry, so they needed something to categorize them as, and they just did that. But they didn't really think much of the rules behind it. Sorry, I'm just going to get tissue. Be back to it. Alright, back. From a lore point of view, like if I was going to put my lore hat, I kind of like swarms because they do introduce some things or some concepts like the Orklings that are quite interesting from a lore narrative point of view. But that's about it. Sorry, I'm going to blow my nose. It's not going to sound good, so I'll just mute it. There we go. Alright, so where were we? White. So we just did whites. And now we'll go Bale, Fire, Catapult. Cool. And we'll just delete that column. Yeah, dead rats, locusts, orklings, wild animals for forces of nature. I mean, the wild animals one. If I remember this right, hold up. I'm gonna bring it up before I say it. Look like a fool. Oh, it's woodland creatures. Now there's another, Hunters the Wild. That's the one with gnomes in it still, technically. So where the gnomes kind of got integrated into. But woodland creatures, yeah. I like it from a narrative point of view, but I mean, yeah, they definitely haven't thought much of it. Oh. So I'm just trying to... Oh, where is it? There you go. For hunters, I use more Ents. It makes sense. That makes sense. Well, technically they're not called Ents in this world. What are they called? They're called... Wait. I've got the name. Glade Walkers. Ents aren't called Ents, they're called Glade Walkers. And they come in like two different kinds, because you can get like these kind of Glade Walkers, the ones that are like more of a big tree, or you can get small ones like Kakapoa. It's like more smaller. Anyway, I'm getting straight. Alright, we've got the Baleful Catapult. Oh, Goreblight. That's right, this is when we're getting the Goreblight. War Machine, switching. Goreblight. Cool. Where are we? Golgast. That is a new one. Whoop. Goal. Wait, wasn't there a Goreblight in second? I don't think so. Well, I didn't see it. We went for it together, so I mean, I didn't see it. We'll put the Golgast there real quick. But I don't think so. So we'll quickly go back. So this is the Undead section here. Jarvis, no. So it wasn't in 2019. This is 2018. No, it wasn't there either. This is 2017, but that's just the tournament edition. And 2017 didn't introduce anything. This is Edge of the Abyss. No, it wasn't there. Just Jarvis, the Burial Whites, and then a couple of formations. Destiny of the Kings didn't introduce it, we know that. And this one, Uncharted Empires, that didn't introduce anything for. Maybe it's new special rule, I don't think so. No, it didn't. It just introduced the Brotherhood and stuff like that, which didn't last very long, to be fair. The Brotherhood didn't last very long indeed. And then we'll just check the second edition again, just to make sure we didn't forget it. No, so like Goreblight looks like it was introduced in 3rd edition. There you go. So we've got it here. This is the Undead one. To do Goreblight. And we'll go back here. I'm using my book here. It's a little bit easier instead of flicking backwards and forwards. But if we need to actually look at something, we'll bring it up. Anyway, Golgast. And then Vampire and Undead Pegasus and Lycanus, whatever. So, Lycanus. And then Vampire Undead Pegasus. But this is the cool thing about doing the stuff like this. You find units that you never thought existed. Or like, just like you didn't think they had something like that. Like, I didn't know that they had a Vampire and Undead Dragon and also Vampire Lord on an Undead Elder Dragon. It's a weird kind of split. Then your memory frame. Well, yeah, if you had a wiki, you wouldn't need to rely on your memory. Vampire Lord. Cool. Vampire Lord on Undead Dragon. So this was renamed to Vampire Lord on Undead Dragon, but there's also the Vampire Lord on Undead Elder Dragon, which are two different units. In my opinion, they're two different units because Elder Dragon and a normal dragon, two different things. An Elder Dragon seems way more deadly. And then Reverend King. Cool. And then, yeah. Reverend on Undead Great Burrowing Worm. Undead Burrowing. Cool. Undead King on Flying one. Alright, that's the Flying one. Ooh. Just make sure I get the whole thing. Then Lich King. Lich King, I don't know why it's got an E at the end, but whatever. And then Necromancer. Cool. And then Morgoth. Oh, no. And then Cursed Pharaoh, which we've already got. And then Undead. Standard Bearer. There we go. So it looks like the ones that were left behind were the Reverend King on Undead Worm, but I mean at the end of the day it's got two of them. One's the burrowing one and one's the flying one. So it's like that one got split into two different units. And then you got Empire Lord on Undead Elder Dragon. Those weren't carried over from 2nd edition. Alright, now we go through these named ones. First one, we've got Morgoth the Faceless. Or Faceless. I actually didn't mean to copy her over, but I did. And then we've got Jarvis. It makes everything good. And that's it. That's it for the original rulebook, the green rulebook. And I know that doesn't... Some of these may still appear, but let's tidy this up a bit. So the Barrow Whites, I don't think are coming back. I think they're done and dusted for now, anyway. And then cool. So we'll go. So we're just going to tidy this up a bit. Cool. So there we go. So we had about there's 5 units that haven't appeared yet. Well, I haven't gone through them yet. But we do know some units do retire through the supplements too. The Noble Undead, which is technically not another faction. I have had this discussion with Mantic, specifically Clive Stone, and he has said that that is not a new faction. It's their own faction. And he's been very, very clear on it. Even though I think it should be its own faction. I think good undead should be a thing. Yeah, it's in the list builder. I think it should be its own thing, and there's plenty of opportunities to make a good version of undead. Like, how often do you get good undead though? It's really rare, and so I'm gonna be an advocate for them. So I'm looking to Harpy's Rift now. That was the first supplement that's come. Oh no, the first supplement to come out was Uncharted Empires, wasn't it? But I don't think they had any additions to Undead. No, I don't think they had any additions to Undead. No. Never. I want them to become good. I think there could be a good version of good undead. But anyway, that's just me. But this is not about my thoughts and feelings. It's about what's factual. Alright, so I'm looking at Harpy's Rift, and don't ask me the story of Harpy's Rift, because I don't even understand it. Alright, so I think that's the addition of the Eclosaur Zunic Iceblood. Alright. Yeah, Zunic Iceblood, alright. This was 2000, alright. Zunic, he's great, and I think he's a very unique unit, which there is a bit of a story for him in Harpy's Rift. But as what's typical with Mantic is they introduce a really cool character and they don't do anything with it. Zunic would be really good to explore a bit more. I mean, he's got the story there, and yeah, I will have to type it up and put it on the wiki eventually when I get around to it. Because he's got a few things there. There's a bit of good lore there too. Alright. Anyway, that's the 2009 edition. Actually, was there any other changes? Sometimes they remove units and so forth. Because I do know during 3rd edition that it did get rid of some units. I know Dwarfs no longer, they've retired some units. So we want to make note of anything that's currently not active. Clash of Kings, page 64. So I'm going to quickly go through here, it's a lot easier. Undead. No, just a few stat changes. Oh, cool. Alright, so that's 2019. Next one is 22, which I don't have a physical copy for, so we're going to have to do it the hard way. Which I really want, because it's the box set that I got. My first 2-player box set I actually bought. He's a lizardman. No, he's an Aclosaur, technically. He's not a lizardman. Well, he's not a salamander. He's an Aclosaur. I'm a nerd with that stuff. I'm actually person. Alright, let's go to 72. Alright. Where are you? Yeah, profile replacements. So like they're adding stuff like that. Where are you, Undead? So Oathbreakers, stuff like that. It's interesting. Undead, here we go. So the Howl of the Wolf. I liken it. So let's go in the big red book and see how that is. So the question is, do we treat it... So when you see stuff like this, you have to ask yourself, do we treat it as its own unit in the wiki? Yes, it's an additional, but it is still... It becomes its own unit, titled that, right? I think. So if we go likeness, Howl of the Wolf... So it's not a unique enough lore unit. So we go Howl the Wolf, and we'll go... No, it's just an upgrade. Yeah, but it's... So when you... If it's got Howl the Wolf on it, right? Do you rename the unit Howl the Wolf? Or do you just say likeness with Howl the Wolf? So how is it actually named? Is like when you look at it in an army sheet, does it still say likeness on it? Just likeness. Because it feels like it changes the unit significantly. And you only can have one of them, so like you can't have multiple likenesses with Howl. Yeah, but they could add more to it, like Howl the Wolf, Grain Aurora. Yeah, I know they do, and that's why I've always added them as their own separate unit. So like likeness will be here, right? and so it'll be, because I'll show you what I've done as well. Like I've made, so with halflings, I'll show you. So with halflings, there is the stalwarts, right? And they can be upgraded to the heroes of Holdenberg. It's not there, but it's in the big red book. There's halflings. H. Where is it? Halflings. I'll see it. Is it here? Oh no, was it it was something. No, it was an upgrade that was in the 2024 Kings, Clash of Kings. So I'll show you. So in this, no, that's the background book. Never mind. See here, you got the following option. This added, right? Heroes in Holdenberg, horde only. So only can be added to a horde thing. So what I did was with this unit, I added heroes of Holdenberg there, and I even made its own profile. So I've already done it. So if I stop doing it, I'm gonna have to stop. Basically remove all of them, including get rid of that, which took me hours to do. This is the exactly same thing. So that's why it's like they're two different things though. You can't have heroes in Holdenberg and you can't have two of these units at once. You only can have one heroes and also stalwart. So I see it as its own individual unit. Wait, what? Has it already got a profile? Hold up. Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, and also there are units that are in 2nd edition that are options in 3rd edition. So one example of that, and I think this is why I started doing it that way. I think if we go to Forces of Abyss, we'll do that one. Yeah, Bazaville Selous Vile Brood. See, in 3rd edition, it's an option. And I'm pretty sure in 2nd edition, it's an actual unit. I can't remember which one it's in though. Forces of... Oh god, I have to find it now. I think it was Vile. I swear it was though. I'm trying to prove it to myself I'm not crazy. Brood. Maybe it's just Brood. Oh, damn it. I'm trying to find it now. No, I'm probably just talking out my ass, aren't I? I swear there is one unit that was its own thing and then it wasn't. And I can't remember which one it was. Oh, actually, give me a sec. No, there'd be. No, I need to prove it to myself. That's why I'm doing it that way now. I swear there is some units. I swear I'm not crazy. So the Windborn. Give me a sec. I've got Sylvia. Oh yeah. No, the Windborn is its own thing. Yeah, the legendary Silver Breeze, which Silver Breeze is their own thing. I swear there's a reason why I did it this way. Because now I'm second guessing. Oh, like, here's one. Here's one. I can't believe I didn't think of this one to begin with. Here, the tree herder. So the tree herder can have an upgrade to the Wilt Father. So the Wilt Father is its own individual unit and character. So it needs its own profile. But it is technically just an upgrade of the tree herder. Oh, it's not there. It's in probably the companion. This one. Yeah, here it is. It was added during the supplements. Tree herder. What? What? It's not there either. Oh no, there it is. It's Wilt Father, because, yeah. See, the Wilt Father. See, that needs to be its own individual unit, because it's a unique thing. And the same with a lot of the stuff here in the 2014 edition. If you look at the Twilight, that's yeah. I'm starting to remember why I did it. It's the Twilight army things here. Like for here, if you look, the captain on the Void skiff, right? You can upgrade it to this unique character. So that is its own thing, its own unit, its own character page. If you don't put that, then Phoebus is nowhere in there on the wiki. So if you do it for this, you kind of have to do it for all of them. And there's a lot here that does that as well. I think there's another one earlier. Yeah, the Pride of the Dark Fleet, and there's another one. That one I'm not sure about whether I'll do that one. Yeah, that one. They're the gunnery crew of Danil. So yeah, that's why I do it. Makes sense. I don't know, it does. Either way, it's unique, and it fills out the list a little bit. So if I've done it once before, I kind of have to stick to it. Otherwise, it's going to be messy. Which ones? Yeah, it's me explaining all this is really just explaining it to myself to justify why I do it. Anyway, let's go back to what I was doing, which is what was I doing? It was the 2022. Yeah, 2022 here. Now regular upgrade blood rage 2. That doesn't count because that's just an ability. I only really add it if it's something like that, if it's in bold and with a 1. Cool. And that's the new unit there. Cool. Alright, so that's 2022. Alright, we'll go right down here. And see if there's any of those special rule additions that I haven't captured yet. No, that's all of them. Cool. Alright, and the final one is the 2024 book, which isn't reflected in the red book. So let's go dart to 80. Undead. Alright. So that's different. The unit can move at double range. That seems like a huge change. But no, nothing significant there. Okay. Alright, so we're done. I'm pretty sure that ends up being on the... Yeah, the Emperor of the Dust lists, actually. Just double check that. I really should pay it, like, just like bookmark things so it's a lot easier. Yeah, so they're now on the Emperor of the Dust list. So there was no 3rd edition items that were retired. Well, not yet anyway. But yeah, all done. Oh, switch back to visual editing. So we'll get rid of these rows. Oh no, unmerge. Delete row, cool. And we can get rid of some of this. We'll do a bit of tidying up here. Actually, no. Well, I'll merge everything and figure this all out. Oh no, I've got the right amount of... Not the prettiest list in the world, but that would do. Cool, so we need to add a few new profiles there, but nothing too bad. Well, that's done. That's the Undead list done. It takes a while. I wouldn't recommend it. Which is why I haven't done all of them yet, and that's why they've all taken so long to do. But what we need to do now is actually go through all of them and tidy up all their profiles, which is another time-consuming thing to do. But we'll start at the beginning. A lot of it's just formatting that I need to change. Well, I hope doing it 100% is. 100%. I mean, I've been doing this with months by myself. The fact that I can have to talk about anything with someone, and also you kind of double check things as well. You make me question, in a good way, of like, is this the smart way of doing it? Is this the right way of doing it? So it's 100% way more enjoyable. And the fact you're adding to it as well does help. You know, you put your own models on the wiki as well. So little things like that do help me, and it also makes me not feel like this is a pointless endeavor that no one ever's going to use it. I mean, to be honest, it does feel like that a lot of the time. I don't think anyone actually uses the wiki. And everything I'm doing is really just for me. I mean, a lot of the time it is just a bit of fun for me. And I don't get the impression a lot of people use it. I'll change that to vampire. But I like to think the more I work on it, the more likely someone will come along and just have like a good couple hours just flicking through the pages and just really enjoying themselves. It's probably one of the last streams I'll be active. My home office instincts. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, I'm going to be doing this anyway, even if there's no one here. So, hoping to grab someone once in a while, because I'm doing this anyway. The thing is, and it will suck that you won't be around. But I mean, you could always watch the recording. I don't know how enjoyable that will be. I'm just looking at if there's a model for her. I don't think there is. There used to be a model for our own Iona. I'll check if it's not like in this weird King's War one. No, it's not there. Yeah, they got the Undead Standard Bearer there. They've got these really unique models here. Like this dude here is actually a character in 2nd edition you could actually play on your table. It's fascinating. But I'll be still doing videos, and I'm actually planning on doing some legit videos where I tell the story of some of the novels. Iona came in, what, 2nd edition, or was it? Yeah. Was it 2nd edition? No, yeah, it's the unit is active. I can get rid of some of that stuff. No, there's no links to it, unfortunately. Type, order hero. Don't know her lore status at all. It's weird that she's on here. Like, apparently that's her, but it's not. I can't find any reference that that's actually her. Like, it is on the cover of the 1st edition of Kings of War. Like here. But she's not even in... Like, she's there, right? But she's not even in this. Like, go 1 through 2. As a playable unit. She's not even a playable unit. That's why it's rather confusing. Like, I don't even know. That's not even her picture. So they just used it. Yeah, they just made a cover with a female vamp and just like everyone just assumes it's her. It makes sense because she is literally the only named female vampire other than Mark's books. Yeah, I mean it makes sense. It's alright. Anyway, that's all cleaned up now. So this is what I'm about to do is another tedious thing that you can tell the ones that I've actually done in the past and actually had like the motivation doing, like this one. Like this is the one I've added these tabs here, and you can see the art of it, and then you can actually see the profile. The ones I actually put an effort in for. But now I can like even though it's already done, I like to always try and add something if I can. So what I'm going to add here is when they actually were introduced to the game. So they were introduced. Parent, law first appearance. Here we go. First appearance, clash of. Actually, no. We'll get the actual right term here. So it links into the right page. Harpy's Rift. There you go. The tabs are cool. It took me so long to get them working. I went on just other wikis to figure it all out. But once I got it working, I was like, this is actually really cool. Cool, yeah, first appearance, there we go. And then what we can do is add a little bit of... no, you know, Dave, let's do this smartly, actually. I mean, I don't like copying and pasting stuff directly out of the source books, but when I do it this way, I'm basically telling myself I'm going to rewrite it. Like that. They don't like people copying and pasting directly into the wiki, but this is one of the ones I'm like, one day I'm going to come back in and fix it all up. So this is just to have something more to bulk it out a little bit, but all that will probably be, you probably will need to rewrite it. So you will have like the about section, but then you have the bio section, which is this is actual history. So you would actually have to put what he actually did during this campaign. Like in 20 whatever, what's 3860, I think is the year it happened. But there you go, that's that one done. All right, next one, Morgoth the Faceless. Yeah, this is another one. This one I've done a lot of work on. Because I've started to bulk it out. Because he was the first Kings of War character. Legitimately the first Kings of War character. So I've started kind of putting in the years when he was born and so forth. Apparently there's a novel coming out about him as well. That's second edition rules. I don't like having the lore bit at the bottom, but I'll fix that. Alright, we'll go... Basically his story is like he was adopted by elves and then he got super into the undead, just trying to resurrect his family. Because he was orphaned as a kid. And then he just got super obsessed and then ended up going all Hitler on it. Shouldn't say Hitler on this chat, on the stream. You upload this picture here. Nice. Did you add them to the correct profile pages, I should say. There you go. Cool. See, I've even started doing an order of the appearance for him because he's one of the few ones I can actually track. So I'm just gonna. This is one of the pages I definitely want to go to just to bulk it out by a lot. Yeah, perfect. Well, thanks for doing that, mate. It helps other people as well. Like, I think the ones that like are from the books as well. That's a huge one of having some kind of reference. But I think some of the old second edition units definitely are in need of some pictures. Like if we go Ratkin, there, yeah. See, this is when I did it for the first time. Like, this is not how I'd want to do it again. Like, there's so many units here for Ratkin that just don't have pictures for it. So there's Blight. This is probably what you're thinking. Maybe you're thinking of just Blight. I know there's no Gore Blight, but there was Blight. But so there's no unit for Blight. So like when you look at it, you're like, what is it? What does it look like? And it's those little things that I would like one day. Maybe this whole thing gets popular enough that people can actually make that unit and we can put it on the wiki. Alright, Jarvis. So Jarvis has got good undead in there, but I think I'm going to have to put him on both sides of the equation. So put him undead, and then does have his own model. Yeah, I've got it linked in there. He is in Dungeon Saga, so yes. That's a new one I've put as the Dungeon Saga profile. He is in Vanguard, and he is in 2nd edition. So even got the Vanguard thing there. Jarvis is everywhere. So I got the Jarvis profile. Actually, no, he can't be undead because... No, I'll remove undead because technically, if he's ever in an undead army, it automatically becomes noble undead. It doesn't matter. So... Alright, we'll go... Oh. Oh. Cool. So yeah, Jarvis needs a little bit of work. I need to add the 2nd edition profile and the Dungeon Saga profile as well. That's a good start. Alright, we'll go back to... There we go. Alright, that's done. So now Cursed Pharaoh. So is Cursed Pharaoh also Empire? There's Cursed High Priest. No, I don't think they've got Cursed Pharaoh. They've got... Oh, they got a Moonanite Pharaoh, but they don't have just Cursed Pharaoh. Nice. Interesting. So it is just exclusively an undead character. Alright. But yeah, on a side note, I really do appreciate you popping by. You've made this rather enjoyable, because I'm doing this anyway, as I said before. And even though it might be a very quiet couple of future weeks ahead of me, I'm just glad someone popped by. I mean, you've seen the posts I've been doing on it. It doesn't seem like anyone else is keen to watch, so I'm still gonna do it because I'm doing this anyway. It's a way of kind of trying to bring more people in. Let's go Undead. Now, is there a Cursed Pharaoh model? There isn't. Maybe it's under Emperor of the Dust, and they've just categorized it wrong. I mean, technically, Moominite Pharaoh is the same kind of thing. So I'm guessing you could use that one. You could just use that one. Cool, and then we'll steal that. Okay. Yes. Was he in first edition? Definitely was in second edition. No, yeah, Cursed Pharaoh was in first edition too. Okay. Active unit. Oh, we got here. Alright, Gulgast. Ooh. It's a lot of information, but a bit messy. Alright, let's correct it. This is actually only introduced in 3rd edition, so. Alright, now it's a question, is there a model kit for it? So we know it's 3rd. Yep, we know it's 3rd edition, we know it's active. Get rid of all this junk. There's Undead Ghouls there. Oh, they're Gulgast, there we go. Cool. Cool. Now, we probably want to use the model that they've given. Cool. Now, I don't like the white. So what I'm going to have to do... No, that will crash my computer. Normally I open up Photoshop. But what we'll do is we'll just add it to replace the one that's already there. So there. If I ever come across it again, I can fix it. It already exists. What are you on about? Oh, it does already exist. Someone's already put it in. Okay, never mind. you go. Human-ish. We'll go undead. What is a ghoul? Let's go ghoul. I think ghoul is its own race. I think I've listed it as its own race. Undead. Yeah, undead ghoul. There we go. Actually, that needs to be changed because it's not an infantry unit. Cool. Alright, that's away. Liking this. Is it with the herd? Oh. Herd. The herd, there it is. There's lichens. So I did the herd last week, I should know this. Then you got lichen alpha. I don't think lichenus was actually... Yeah, I don't think lichenus was actually a thing. Alright. Oop, what did I mess up? Oh. Cool, it's not the herd. Hero model kit, alright. Ah, it might have been a herd in 2nd edition Uncharted Empires. I should check that. Yes. Alright. So... how do you spell it? Lichens. No. So I think a lichenus are like a more messed up version of a lichen alpha. Oh, see a lichenus here. Yeah, that's undead. So that wasn't 2nd edition. Cool. So yes, active. And lichens. Well, we know lichens aren't human. They're not undead anyway. They're just lichens. They belong to the undead, but they're not actual lichens. All right. Cool. So Howl the Wolf. Now I don't like putting anything there without a picture on it. How can I do that? Because it was added. Oh, it should be here, right? Like in this. Yeah, there. Alright, so what I'll do. Take the snippet. And I'll make this unit. There we go. Cool. Now. Eventually, if I get bored enough, I might make its own profile. Just needs something there at the moment. Ooh, that's liking us all done. How the wolf call. I forget, was there a first edition of that? Yeah, that was cool. Now, do they have a model? Yes, they do. This time we'll just change the race a bit. So it's vampire and undead horse. Technically it's both of them. Oh, undead Pegasus, I think. What have I got? Yeah, I've got Undead Pegasus as his own race. So. There you go. It looks so much better, like, once it's all tidied up. Vampire Lord. Oh. It's a very time consuming thing fixing all these, but ultimately it'll be worth it. Have like a little bit of consistency. Alright, let's go back to, we need to find just a plain old vampire. There we go. I mean, technically the variant units could be the other vampire lords and Pegasus and stuff, but that could be the part of the refinement later on. Let me check that. Vampire Lord, you can mount on an undead horse, so technically that's right. Oh yeah, technically it should be like that, yeah. Oh, you got 3rd edition rules there, Dave. Also add them. Yeah, a lot of this is just fluff, copy and pasted from the source material, but I can leave all that. That's another day's job. Dragons, Undead dragons. There you go. Another one done. Cool. I think this is a first edition one. Ruin King, there we go. See, a lot of this is just tidying it up, and then eventually someone, maybe me, will go through it and fix it up proper. Just getting the baseline is the hardest bit. Just a bit of consistency. Alright, now let's see what we've got over here. Alright. Alright, what's the next one? No. Alright, I'm gonna quickly get a drink. Sick. Oh, there we go. And we're back. Slowly like wearing out these 10 headphones. Alright. Okay. So I'm just going to grind away at this, so if anyone wants to say anything, just speak up, I guess. I kind of get into my zone, so... that's wrong. Yeah, it's on an undead flying one of those, but don't think they... I think they've got one. No, they don't have a flying one. Whoop. Right, that one. Oh, what is a lich? It's like a reverend, eh? That's pretty cool. They just changed the head. The arm. Alright. Rounds all done. You have to go back to see you next night. Oh, okay. Alright, mate. Thanks for popping along anyway. And enjoy work, being in the office next week. I'll still be doing this anyway, so you can always check out the upload if you're ever bored enough. But I'll be around, and I do just appreciate you just dropping by. Fills the void a little bit. As you can see, I just grind away like this. That's typically all I do. Try listening to no stress, mate. There's probably just gonna be me sitting in silence anyway. Considering you're the only one that's come along in 2 weeks, so it'll be fine. I won't be here next week anyway. I'll be down south, so all good, mate. You have a good one. Inventory. Oh no. What's happening here? There we go. Finished just in time too. And that's all I'm done. I could go into those, but I think I'll park them for now. I need to change that to yes. Yes. Does he have a store model? I said I was going to park it. It never stays that way. There it is there. I should go missing. Just go unknown. There we go. Unknown missing, that works. Okay. Oh, hold up. So I'm gonna link that. Ooh. To, where is it? Yeah. Actually we'll go, because he doesn't have a 3rd edition, so we'll say no. Status retired. You can't currently use them on the table. Ooh. Mucked up the formula here. And that's my light going off because it's time for me to go to bed. So thanks anyone that is out there. I'll be doing this every week. Probably not next week because I have to go on a business trip. But I'll be doing these edits every week. So not sure if anyone's listening to this or anyone will ever hear it. But I guess until next time, everyone.